true crime, but today we're covering drama. I just found out about this. Well, I kind of should have broke the drama this morning on my show because I got an email that came in during my show, but I went over there, I looked at it, and I misread it. So I really didn't know what the hell was going on. And so I was over at my best friend's today and I was going through my emails and I was, reading my emails and I came across this email again and reread it. And I read it the first time and I thought it meant that somebody had pulled a video that Burnt Toast had made down that terminated the video. And I'm like, oh, it must have been that hidden true crime podcast. Laura, I think is her name. The lady that we had been talking about, because that's who I was talking about at the time in this whole thing. I did not know all this stuff was going on, and somebody had emailed me during the show, and you can hear me say acknowledging the email, and I thought it was just, again, a video being taken down, which it happens. I've had a few taken down for a variety of reasons, mostly because of the hate channels. I don't really do anything to anybody. I don't attack people's channels. I don't go after them. I don't, file, very rarely do I file like a privacy complaint or a strike on their channel. Occasionally, it depends on, sometimes I have a bad day and somebody pisses me off and it's like, you know what, I'm just done and I'll just go through my copyright and just strike somebody, just because I can. And, but I don't I think I struck a channel maybe, I think 4 times in 5 years that I've been here. And it was mostly at the very beginning of because that's what everybody tells you to do. Strike them. And then when you realize that it's just a whole bunch of drama and a bunch of work for a whole bunch of nothing because they don't do anything about it, you just don't do it, And so I'm just one of those people that just don't do it no matter how bad. I know even my mods, they're like, why don't you strike or why don't you strike? It's like a waste of time. It's just a waste of time. So, anyways, I get there and I'm dawdling around. We're sitting out there watching the football game, and of course I'm on my my stuff. I'm doing some Twitter stuff, watching the game. She's doing some stuff on her whatever she's doing, and then I go back to this email and I read it and I'm like, I remember looking over at Laura and I'm like, Laura. She's like, what? I said, I think Burnt Toast's account is gone. She's like, what? And I said, yeah. I said, I got an and I went through the whole dissertation. I just told you guys about it. And I said, but I just went and looked. I said, I must have misread it. And I read what they sent me and read exactly verbatim. I said, this sounds like the channel's terminated. So I went over to YouTube. I haven't searched for Burnt Toast in a really long time. So, she wasn't in my search. I mean, she was. You could see that I had previously searched her name, but it was way. I couldn't even find it just by searching. I don't search very much on the YouTube on my phone, so it should only have like a few names, like Clutch Them Pearls, Drunk Turkey Show. Just some things that when I check for some cases and whatnot. But I was looking for Burnt Toast, couldn't find it, so I type her name in, and I can't find it. And so I finally make a post on my YouTube asking if anybody knows if this is true. And so I got a few responses back and a phone call. And I don't know how accurate this is because I know our people don't associate with that trash people or those trash channels. And she is a trash channel. She's freaking nasty ghetto piece of shit liberal, with a C, okay, that you guys don't want to like me saying. So I'm just going to say with a C. I don't like her. She's destroyed before me. All she ever does is find one person and she just picks at him. And all she wants them to do is just lose their shit and go overboard. I truly think she tries to push people to unalive themselves. I've watched how far she pushed this lady. I think she called her name Shanty. Now, I'm not sticking up for it. The girl was a little wild and put her stuff out there. And, I've got nothing to say either or. But she just kept pushing. She had called CPS on her. I mean, this lady is just really, really, really bad news. And everybody, all the shittiest people on this YouTube platform runs to her, GW, QB. They're just all these trash junkies, okay? Most of these people on those clicks that we don't have anything to do with have all types of mental health problems and just substance abuse problems. Now, we don't know who Burt Toast is. I have a sneaky suspicion of who she is, and I was hoping to have an opportunity to go after her. But with her channel down, it's going to be a little more difficult. But I might just sue the channel because they still have to have the information anyway. So I might just go ahead and sue the channel to find out her information and just sue her, because I've got statutes of limitations that I'm kind of running up against with Burt Toast. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her just yet. But it sounds like she's gone. It sounds like she's completely off the platform. It sounds like her account was terminated. Now, this is one thing that I do know about terminated accounts, because she had more than 10,000 subscribers on that account. There's no way she did not know that she was going to be terminated. Because usually if you have 10,000 subscribers or more, when your account's being terminated, you're given like a 7-day heads up that your account's going to be terminated, so you could try to resolve, save your account, download your account, do a whole bunch of stuff. It's a courtesy that they give to each and every content creator that's 10,000, unless it's very, very horrible. They usually give you a 7-day notification for account termination. So she had to have known that her account was going to be terminated at least a week before it was terminated, from my understanding. Now, is this truly from Lauren with Hidden True Crime Podcast? I don't know. Honestly, I think it's a combination of things. I think because of who Hidden True Crime Podcast is, how well they are, who they are on this platform, how many followers they had. I think she went after a really, really big person and they lashed out. But I don't think that in and of itself would have been enough. I think it's the years of all the complaints she's received for bullying. And you can clearly, thank you, Dreaming of Blue Skies and Sandy Beaches. I appreciate that. I'll have to go through everybody in here so far. I'm not even seeing anybody. I'm just still at the very top of our screens. I don't even know who's come in. So, Melanie, it's nice to see you. Outer Banks is not late today. Imagine that. We got to pick on Outer Banks. I don't know why. Lisa B. Always, Turtle Talk, it's nice to see you. Carolyn, it's nice to see you. Butterflies Free to Fly, it's nice to see you. Blessed Happy Nana, good evening, Chicky, it's nice to see you. Lisa B. Always, Mama Bear, Dreaming of Blue Skies and Sandy Beaches. Medic Biker is up in the house. Sonia, it's nice to see you, my love. Deanna, good evening, it's nice to see you as well. Who else do we have? Mick, good evening. Deanna. Carol, hello. Jared, it's nice to see you. Sue, that sounds like hate. You have no clue, Jared. I would not be a troll in my chat because I just don't have the patience today. Okay? And quite frankly, I don't think you are, so just, mods, don't delete them just yet. But I don't have... My level of dealing with stupid people today is like I ain't doing it no more. Okay, you want to be stupid and act like an asshole, do it on somebody else's channel. We're kind of over it, and quite frankly, we've got a little bit of wind in our sails now that we got this Hot Mess Express off this platform. And you know what, I consider it karma. You know, she did it to herself. She's just a hateful person and just nasty, and she's a bully, and that's the point that's being made here. She's just a freaking bully. She's a bully to anyone that doesn't agree with her politics. She attacks me because she doesn't like Trump. She doesn't like that I am a MAGA person. She doesn't like I'm a front row Joe. She's tried to destroy my life, my reputation, and my career. She's nothing but a fucking bully, and she deserves everything she's getting. And I will stand by that. I told my friends she may get her channel back. I hope she does it. I hope this is a good thing, and God forbid if I ever see her again on this platform after a termination, we're going to ban her again because she can't create an account when you're terminated. That's ban evading. So we'll see where all of this goes and keep working at it. But I hope Lauren did get her because, you know, this woman was horrible. And I hope that this is just a warning for the hate channels that YouTube is only going to deal with your bullshit for so much, okay? And this is one person. And you guys know 90% of you are 10 times worse than burnt toast. You know that. It is only a matter of time. You keep playing these stupid games, you're going to get stupid prizes, because what you're doing is going to hurt someone. Okay? That's plain and simple. Someone is going to get hurt. And you know what? You will have blood on your hands. And I promise you, people like me will make sure the whole fucking world knows what you did. And I pray to God, and I will work as much magic as I can, because the day that somebody hurts themselves because of your shenanigans, I swear to God, I'm going to be fighting for you to go to jail for murder. I want you to understand that. I am not playing. You guys think it's a fucking joke being on these platforms, treating people like shit, pushing them to the edge, getting in their families, calling their homes, sending CPS out there, swatting their homes. You know what you guys are doing to people while you're sitting up there lying about it. Well, your game is being known to a lot of people. You guys are under federal fucking investigation if you don't know it yet. You guys have been. And you guys still keep doing your stupid shit. I hope one day you get the knocking at the door when it's the cops. But trust me, if somebody hurts themselves because of your bullshit, you bet your ass. If you think your problems are bad now, wait until the whole true crime community demands for you to go to jail for murder. Because that's going to be the next step. It really will be. I truly believe that somebody's going to be hurt by one of these channels. QBs, GW, BTs. I don't think we're done hearing from that basket case yet. And these are all mentally ill, drug-addicted twats that all have lost their children once or twice, strangled their children or abused their children some way, somehow. Every last one of them. Yet they're the first ones that call CPS on a good mother. Because they're trash. Because they're trash. I really don't care what you trash channels want to do to Bullhorn Betty. You guys put me through 5 years of bullshit for nothing, just for fighting for victims of crime. And then every time you guys kept getting emboldened, and you kept trying to go further and hurt more people. Well, you know what happened is a whole bunch of people got together and said, we're tired of it. And we started working really, really, really hard. And I have a funny feeling this might be one of many channels that will eventually, over the next year to 2 years, be removed from this platform, because I'm telling you, some of the content that they're doing goes well far against terms of service and is designed to injure someone, okay? And designed to injure someone. And I want you guys to know that. You know, we don't have to get along. We don't have to like each other. But what we don't get to do is come here and destroy people's lives because we don't like them. Okay? We cover true crime cases. That means these cases are already out there in the public spotlight. We're not literally bringing the public to the person. The spotlight's already there. And what you fuckers keep doing is destroying innocent people for covering cases because you think it's exploitation. Well, it's not. It's newsworthiness. And as you guys are learning by people coming and suing your sorry asses, we have a right to be here. We have a right to cover the stuff we cover. We're not grifters. We don't want to, we're not turning these cases into circuses. That's what you're doing. That's what these hate channels are doing. That's what they're doing. I hope Burnt Toast never is allowed back on this platform again. I think she's an evil bitch. I think that, I truly believe she's already killed somebody. I truly believe she has pushed somebody over the edge. It's too easy for her, and I've seen how she works. It would not surprise me at all if somebody has lost their life because of what Burnt Toast has done to them. She is an evil woman. And I don't see anybody more deserving of being removed from this platform than her. Actually, I'd like to see Queen Bee next, quite frankly. And you guys can take that to the bank. But, you know, what do? You just wait for them to fuck up. I mean, I can't do it. Everything I've tried to do, right? All I've asked them to do is stay out of my business. And if they want to talk shit about me, do it on their channel. Quit sending their animals over here to my channel, right? Just, you know, have some humanity in you. But they're not. They're demons. They're just demons. They're demonic. They're so fucking demonic, they don't even know how demonic they are. They're just evil. And they do evil shit. And what they do is they procreate, right? And all they do is raise demon children that are going to wreak havoc in a few more years. And if you don't believe me, mark my words, I've said it 1,000 times. If Queen Bee's kids haven't been to jail yet, they will be going to jail. Why? Because they have a piece of shit for a mother. You know? And I'm sorry, the fruit don't fall too far from the freaking tree. So I'm just waiting. I bet you her older one's already probably been to jail. But again, we'll find out. But thank goodness I don't have children, adult children that they can attack. They've already attacked my adult sister, right? Tried to get her to lose her job. Oh, thank God she works for a news station that's used to stuff like this, because it's a news station, and they get crackpots all the time, which is what they call these people here on YouTube that call and try to get my sister fired. Crackpots. Like, who spends that much time? Somebody that's mentally unstable. Those are the only people that spend this much time on people that they don't know. So, you know. But it looks like, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm upset about this. I'm not upset about this. I'm just, you know, what's upsetting is I believe that she's probably going to, she knows everything about YouTube. I have a funny feeling she's going to try to arbitrate or, you know, bitch, but she's a fucking Karen. So she's going to bitch until she tries to get her channel back. I pray to God YouTube is just done with her. I really do, because I think I think the people here are done with her. I don't even think she was coming on like once a week, maybe twice a week anymore. I mean, her content was becoming stale. She didn't put much effort into it anymore. She's just, you know, and then she finally got some wind in her sail over Lauren, and looks like that was a step too far. That was the step too far, is Lauren. I didn't know it. Like I said, I was sent this stuff this morning, and I thought it was the removal of one of the videos. And I'm like, okay, you know, so what, you know? And then I get to Laura's, and I'm going through the emails again, and I come across it, and I read it, and I'm like, channel termination? Channel termination? No, not channel termination. So I go on there. Holy shit, I can't find her channel. Is this true? And you know me, I'm thinking, okay, it's not true. So I go to my post, and I'm like, guys, I'm hearing Burnt Toast is terminated. Like, I think she's gone. Like, gone. And so then people started reaching out to me and saying, it's true. And I'm like, what happened? And they said that it had to do with, somebody said like a number 5 person in here, and I looked at the numbers, and I'm like, oh, she only has 300,000 people. So she must have gotten an attorney or wrote, you know, had a very well put together letter to YouTube. That's the only thing I can think of, because, and I know how nasty Burnt Toast is, so I can imagine she crossed the line. I'm surprised she stayed on YouTube as long as she did. She violated terms of service out the ass. Okay, all the while sitting on her platform talking about everybody else violating terms of service. She was the worst. She was one of the biggest violators. You're not supposed to be attacking other content creators. That's all she's done for years, is attack other content creators. That's literally a violation of terms of service year after year after year after year. I never understood. I thought she worked for YouTube or TikTok. I mean, YouTube. I thought she actually worked for YouTube, and that's why she was trying to keep her stuff, because I just never understood how she could constantly get away with freaking basically murder on this platform and nobody do a damn thing to her channel. So I just assumed she was either, you know, somebody higher up, or she was part of the Democrat Party, you know, like a person from the Democrat, because she attacked me politically. And so I thought it was somebody from, which wouldn't surprise me at all. And then I thought she was somebody that worked for YouTube, because J4J also had a falling out with the rest of the nasty. Well, of course, you know, she's already just like Julie. They ditched. They could have just pushed through it, but no, they decided to align with all these hate channels, and they destroyed their freaking reputation, and now they want to back out and say, Jay for Justice, a freaking gaping lake. She likes to be on her knees for other people. She's a married woman that's still seeing other people. I don't know if she's done it lately, but I know for a fact she was on her knees with my man. So, my ex-man. So my message to the women out here is quit smoking crack, quit putting shit in your arm, and quit spreading your legs. That's what I can say for a bunch of these channels here, you know. And all these women, they got like 5 or 6 kids. They're not even raising them. And all these people are supporting them. Oh, let's talk about true crime. Well, what, the real crime is you not taking care of your own blessed children and worried about other people's. Talk about a grift. Talk about a grift. That's a freaking grift. That's a freaking grift. Oh, thank you, Outer Banks. I did read that. I just forgot the... Here, I'm gonna give you a heart and a thumbs up. There you go. You got a double whammy from Betty, from the old bets. As a married woman, oh, thank you, Dreaming Blue Skies and Sandy Beaches. Woo, woo, woo! As a married woman, I'm so disappointed in Jay, and how can she do this to her poor husband who she wouldn't even... You know, actually, I heard her, because that was the reason why she got that one news reporter fired after that whole situation with WFLA suing her for stealing all that Gabby Petito content. You know, when they were running live from the front of the house, she was taking their content and running it live on her channel and stealing viewership from WFLA. And so they ended up suing her. And when there was a reporter for some news organization that came out, they pulled her past records of this abusive event that happened at her house where her husband was, you know, DVing her. And she was running around the house and stuff like that. And he put this in a news article. And she called that news article as a victim of this crime and got this guy fired, you know. And in all fairness, it was overboard. I mean, she was being sued by WFLA. I mean, it's not really something that you should be reporting on, a woman being beat by her husband in your news article over her having a civil suit over a Gabby Petito. It was really poor judgment and lack of integrity, or so to speak, in journalistic, you know. Again, one thing didn't have anything to do with another. It was just in an effort to basically defame her publicly. And so she ended up getting that guy fired. So even though you're talking about her husband and stuff like that, you know, I don't even know if they're still married. And 2, if they are still married, you know, I feel like she's probably one of these women that are just a miserable woman in a very, you know, volatile relationship, and she chooses to stay. So, you know, you never know what's going on behind somebody else's, you know, doors. But, you know, you think Jay, you would think that she would, as much as she puts out there domestic violence stuff for her audience, you think that she would probably, you know, make the phone call herself and get herself out of the situation that she's in if she's still in it. But, you know, again, those are just things I learned through the years of, you know, news articles and stuff being published out there. And I really actually liked her until I found out that she was fooling around with Jonathan, and along with probably about 15 other women. And then that was all found out after he was having an affair on me with Magnolia, Jamie Phillips. So, you know, it kind of sucks a little bit. That's all. Just to think there's worse than I know. I know there is a lot worse than her. There is. And I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why they have to be so nobody, I mean, I don't ever see, I mean, outside of like, BJ, and I don't really see anybody really attacking them. Like Justin for All, like I don't say anything about them on here. I mean, maybe in passing when we're having a conversation, they annoy the shit out of me and they destroyed my life. What do they expect me not to say that? Of course I'm going to say that. When it comes up in conversation, I'm going to tell you exactly who it was. I'm not going to hide it. But I don't talk about them. I've never tried to bully them. I've never tried to destroy their life, deplatform them, you know, demonetize them. You know, even after everything that they've tried to do to me, I've never fought back. Not on that level, because it's something I don't agree with, and so I won't do it. And I know you could ask my mods. Even my mods have, you know, asked me at points in the past, not anytime recently, but, you know, when we were years ago, they were like, why don't you do this and why don't you do that? And it's like, you know, no, I'm not going to. You know, we're going to fight this. We're going to fight this, you know, above the belt. They want to go below the belt. Let them go below the belt. By the time it's all said and done, people will see who the cowards are and who the pieces of shit are and who are not. And then you know what? It's crazy because I didn't realize there was 25,000 pieces of shit on this platform. But there truly is 25,000 pieces of shit on this platform. 25,000. 25,000 pieces of shit on this platform that support pieces of shit. Drug addicts that abuse their own children while talking about everybody else. It's the most oxymoron thing I've ever seen. But you know what? I'm glad they're not part of our team. They don't deserve to be part of a winning team. They don't deserve to see good things. They deserve to be there with their misery. They deserve to be there with all their anxiety and anger and frustration and pissed offness. And we just like them stewing in all of that. And it seems like every single day they go on those channels and just stew in all of that. So while they're being distracted in their own filth stew, we're just going to continue to ignore them and pray to God that more channels go away. I mean, at the end of the day, I never thought we would be in a day, because I fought and fought and fought with all the reports of bullying of me that woman has done. I never thought she would actually ever be deplatformed. I gave up hope. And quite frankly, I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that she's gone, but once she's gone for more than 30 days, I will breathe a little easier that she's gone for at least a significant amount of time. Now, there's no saying that she's never going to get her account back, or she's not going to be able to try to start all over again. I don't know how all that works, but it's my understanding that she's not going to be able to immediately start an account if she has an account ban, and it sounds like the termination is banned. So we'll see where she goes. If you guys hear her voice on the YT, send it over the old bets and let me take a look at it. She's got a very, very specific voice, so I think we should be able to determine who she is. Hopefully she just starts getting back to her normal life and leaving her nastiness and bulliness for real life in her own life, right? Instead of being a keyboard warrior, her having to take that nastiness and put it all over everybody around her so they can really see her for who she is. I don't call this vindication in any stretch of the imagination, but I do find karma involved in this situation quite bigly, if I had to state that for myself. I'm not happy that her channel's gone or that she had her voice taken away from her. As much damage as she's done to me, I just wanted her to be a better person and realize how much pain she was causing people she didn't know, all the while trying to say that those people were causing pain to other people. How do you sit there and try to cause pain to people while saying they're causing pain to other? It doesn't work out like that. It sounded like she was a bully and all she wanted to do was bully people under the guise that she wasn't bullying people. That's all that is. That's the same with GW, it's the same with QB, it's the same with all of those nasty fuckers. And I'm going to continue to say it because you know what? I don't like them. I think they're disgusting pigs. And quite frankly, I think YouTube is better off without a lot of them. I just wish that they would do better content, but it's not my choice for what they do. It's only my choice what I do. And I choose to come here every day and fight for victims, not fight boneheads that I don't know that live across the frickin' country smoking crack pipes and beating their children or strangling their children, okay? I don't get down like that. Facetious, yes. Satire, not really, but, giving you guys an example of why exactly I don't like those people and don't hang out with those people, because they're freaking drug addicts, and I am a recovering drug addict. I'm never going to be friends with those asshats and those hopheads, okay? I'm never going to be, they're never going to be my BFF, and anybody that keeps going from true crime over to those hate channels, I'm going to tell you, like Julie just found out, what are they going to do? They're going to chew you up, spit you out. They're going to make you feel like they're your friend until they've got you used. Why? Because they're nothing but pimps. You want to talk about the exploiters? Those are the exploiters. Under the guys, the people that scream the loudest are the ones doing the dirtiest. And you guys need to know that. And you guys have known that for years, and you choose to still support the bullshit. So go support it. If you're part of the 25,000 pieces of shit on this platform, you deserve everything, all the misery that you want. Okay? That's all I got to say. Change the tune, change your life, inspire yourself, and be a better person. That's what I say. If that's what you want, come on over here. Go to any other channel, but stay off those damn hate channels. They're toxic, And quite frankly, I think that eventually somebody is going to be, unalive because of these hate channels. And when they do, we're going to make sure that they go to jail for murder. And I'm going to tell you that. We're recording everything. It's only a matter of time before they push somebody over the edge. And, or vice versa, incite one of their audience members to unalive somebody. Either way, I think they should be held responsible. And we are working on legislation that's going to be making sure that stuff, you are going to be held accountable, liable. If your conduct directly results in the injury or death of another person, you're going to be held accountable for that. So, bottoms up, folks, bottoms up. But this is one step. I hope this is real. I guess we'll find out if she's gone, or if she's going to make a comeback and get her channel back. And when she does come back, I hope she changes her tune and quits bullying people. Who has time for all that hate? Apparently a whole 25,000 scumbags do. So anyways, rock it out with your coffee beans out. I just thought I would share my thoughts on this whole thing with burnt toast. I'm not crying. I'm going to sleep just fine tonight. It's not going to affect my sleep. It's not going to make me sleep any more sound. It's not going to make me sleep any less sound. It's just going to be another night for me, It didn't have to come to this. She should have stopped while she was ahead. But once you get comfortable hating, it's just easy to hate. It's so much easier to hate and get lazy and complacent in that hate. And it seems like that's what she did. So anyways, this is where we are. And let it be a message for other people. Quit being so nasty. God bless.